Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. My name is Larry Vickers. We are located just a half a mile north of Denver, right off of I-25. Today we're going to take a look at a very unique truck. In fact, it's so unique, it's the only one on the market, and that is a Freightliner M2 106, but it's four-wheel drive. Therefore, it is the only one on the market. It is stock number 5N200137. The conversion is Summit Hauler. As we start our walk around today, we're going to start in the front of the truck. If you'll notice, the bumper is broken into three parts. This makes a lot of sense from the standpoint, if we do bump something, say here, we simply replace this part instead of the entire bumper. The grille is unique to Summit Hauler, purchased from the C9 company. As we start to walk around, the hood itself is made of compressed fiberglass. It's not just a thin layer over the top, it's compressed. So if something happens and we dent it, it's easily repaired as compared to replacing the entire hood. That is the Cummins 8.9 liter engine. It is coupled with an Allison transmission. This offers 350 horsepower. Now right here you'll see this little pump connected to the air filter. When the air filter fills up and we need to replace that, you put that in, pump that, and that fires that back up. As you can well imagine, the tires are extremely large. These are Bridgestones 385, 65, R22.5. Now if we can zoom in right in here, you can see a drum, and that's on all the tires. And what that is a tire balancer. There's BBs inside of it with some oil. So as you go and you pick up speed, this balances the entire rotating mass. The tire, the rim, the wheel, and the hub itself are all balanced as we're going down the road. So as you can imagine, a tire like this is rather expensive, and those balancers will actually prolong the tire life up to 45%. So not only does it do that, but it makes it for a more comfortable ride as well. As we start to walk around, we'll take a look here. The main thing I would like for you to notice is simply how much room is in this particular truck. So whether we're RVing, we are going to rodeos, whatever the case may be, you will, if we're 12 hours in this, makes it a lot more comfortable as we go down the road. As we walk around, it has two 50-gallon fuel tanks, one on each side. Now, they are connected, so for instance, as it's sitting here, they balance themselves out. However, when you go to fuel up your tank, you will need to fuel them separately. Another shot of the inside. From this angle, gives us a really good shot of the DVD player up high. As you will notice, a very plush black leather. That is the most comfortable seats on the market. As we continue to walk around, now the Summit Hauler, one thing that separates it from the competition is the amount of storage room possible. We're not going to maybe look at all of them, but this is an example. There's an incredible amount of storage room there. And that actually connects back here. So that's open for plenty of storage. The inside is also rhino lined, just like the bed of the truck. As mentioned, this up here is completely rhino lined. As we come around to the rear of the truck, Summit haulers' main concern is your safety. That's the whole goal clear back in 2008 when they started the Summit hauler trend conversions, is making the safest rig on the road today. Here's a couple examples of why this is the safest. I brought with me a couple of brake pads. This one here is from an F350. Right there is the pad for this truck. So we have a Transwest either RV or Cimarron trailer behind us with 15 to 20,000 pounds pushing us. So we go to stop. Which one's gonna stop you? Is it gonna be this one or is it gonna be this one? I'll take my chances with this one. Another comparison I would like to show you, this is the U-joint for this truck. This connects the drive line to the rear end. As you can see, there's a lot of mass there. This is for a pickup truck, 1 ton. Look at the difference there. So if we're thinking along the lines of longevity, which one of those is gonna last longer after 150, 200, 250,000 miles? You're gonna get a lot longer life out of this one than this one. Now the back end of the truck is currently set up for a gooseneck hitch that can easily be converted to a 5th wheel. Another unique characteristic of the Summit hauler is this is aluminum right here. This isn't steel. So 10, 15 years down the road, it's gonna look exactly like it does today. There will be no rust. Underneath here is the hitch for a bumper pull trailer. As we come around here is the connection to additional cameras. It uses the Voyager system. It comes with a backup camera, obviously, but if you wanted to hook up 2 or 3 more cameras, right there is where you would do that. This is the hookups for the lights for the trailer. As we continue to walk around, the storage is identical on this side to the other side. Right here is a little step. So that helps you go up and in when we're hooking the trailer up. As mentioned, the tire balancers are on all wheels. Now if we take a look on this side from the inside, just like all haulers, this converts down into a bed simply by pressing a button. And it goes back up just as easily. As we continue around, this is actually a 110 plug. So if we find ourselves in a situation where we are close to an outlet, we plug that in. Now that acts as a trickle charger. So that will feed the batteries for things like the lights, DVD player, things like that. This is our DEF tank, which holds 6 gallons of DEF. Here is our other 50-gallon fuel tank. A quick shot from the inside here. Here's where we start the truck, and the reason it's right there, so during the winter time, obviously you want to let those diesel engines run up, warm up before you go. So there's where that is. This does the air for the seat. This is hot or cold, all depending. Now the heated and cooled seats are in the rear as well. This is for the lumbar system right here. And right here is a kill switch. So it's generally a good practice that when you shut the vehicle off to shut that. And what that does is completely kill any stray voltage that might be running throughout the truck. This is the block heater. So if winters are harsh where you live, obviously you're going to want to take advantage of that and plug in the block heater during those cold months. A quick look up here. When they designed this, they color coordinated everything. And wherever you see yellow is stuff that you and I can check. For example, you can check the oil right here. Power steering fluid gets added here. This is our fuel water separator here. Now, for some strange reason, we leave lights on, whatever the case may be, and we need to jump the batteries. The batteries are located towards the back, and that's quite a bit of hassle to get access to them. Well, we can actually jump it right here. There's our negative jump start, and right there, the red one is the positive. Yet another safety feature to this truck, let's say we're underneath working on things and a big gust of wind comes up. It stops it. The only way to get that hood down is to force it down. So let's take a look at the inside. So when you do go to start the truck, you want to turn the key half on. And you want to leave it there until all of the gauges go over and all the way back. And the importance of that is if you start it too early, there's a chance that it will throw a code. Just like that, it started. From top to bottom, we're going to go over just a few things. This is our backup camera up here. This is the screen. And I showed you can add additional cameras to that. Right there is where you would see it. Just to the left is the air horn. Coming down, just a regular horn here. Now, right here, I told you this is a four-wheel drive. Right here is where we would lock it in. So you have low range. So if we really find ourselves in a situation to crawl out of, there's low and high, as well as lock it. Or you can simply put it into all-wheel drive. So whenever the tires start to slip, it'll automatically lock in the four-wheel drive to the truck. As we pan over to the right, there's the cruise control. This accesses all of the windows right here. As we come down, it's simple enough. You can't really make this any simpler than what this truck is in terms of drivability. Right now, it's in neutral with our brake system set. Reverse, neutral, and drive. Now this does come with air brakes, which makes it substantially safer than something with hydraulic brakes. A couple of reasons why is if there's a leak in a hydraulic brake, you will eventually lose pressure until all of that fluid is out of there. Then you have nothing until the brakes are either repaired or more fluid is added. Opposed to air, if you get a little hole in that, there's an endless supply of air to keep feeding through those brake lines. So that's just one of the many advantages air brakes brings to the table. So we talked about this, reverse, neutral, and drive. Pan over a little bit. If we ever have to regen it, which we shouldn't have to do, there's where we push it for manual regen. This dumps the air out of the back end of the truck. So when we go to hook up our trailer, it's easy access there. This locks the differential. Here's the air brakes. As I stated, so when we're in neutral, we pop that. If we want to drive, push the D and press that. Another safety feature is that right there. We had it in drive and weren't gonna move, so it alerts us as to what's going on. This heats our mirrors here, and this is the fan for the back seat. So if you want to blow cold air back there, simply press that, and you could probably actually hear that kick on, and heat would be the red. And finally, this is our climate control area here. Hotter and colder, pretty self-explanatory. This is our trailer brake. And it does come with substantial storage up front, a couple of cup holders right there, and the air, so you can sure adjust, which makes things the safest and most enjoyable for you to drive. So again, there's a lot of good in this truck. I believe this is the safest truck on the market today. All the Summit Hauler line, that's why they were designed. So if you have any other questions about this truck or anything on the lot, please give me a call at 970-370-4067. The office number is 303-684-3404, or feel free to email me, larry.vickers@transwest.com. Thank you very much for tuning in today.